yours for a second.
Oh, that was fancy. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hey, so you want to welcome everybody to the show today. A lot of people been asking about this show, been asking about like they want to know about the interview, they want to know what's going on, and they're interested in knowing like the benefits of Dripfit. So I know we talked last week about the interview going towards the magazine, which will be releasing soon, featuring Dripfit exclusive interview. So today we're going to give a little people like information about what's going on Dripfit, how I got started, as well as the benefits of using Dripfit. One of the people that use it, that many people probably seen, is Eric Murphy, one of the pro athletes. He always do a post and he use it for his show. And so we're going to talk about the benefits and everything today. And I think you got some giveaways too to give out towards the end of the show. So
Yeah.
for all the people who watch it live. Okay.
That means you have to stay the whole time because we're not going to be talking about the giveaway to the very end. And we have some extra special gifts for you guys too.
and some, we have an announcement as well as far as the magazine, changes in the magazine. So I know we talked last week.
Could you try again?
So I know we talked last week on the interview. So tell us the background about how you got started with Dripfit.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know me who are tuning in, my name is Brenley Cunningham and I'm the CEO at Dripfit Health Supplements. I'm a mom of 3 under 6 years old. So I have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And I started off in the fitness industry. I was a personal trainer. I incorporated my first business when I was 19 years old. And then I wanted to compete. And when I went to compete, I saw it as something else that it wasn't necessarily when I was immersed in it. I recognized that people, yes, they looked amazing, but they weren't necessarily doing the healthiest things to get their bodies to the places that they were getting to. And I know when a lot of people look at athletes, they want to think they're doing everything right. They're really healthy. They're taking everything into consideration that they need to be doing. But I felt there was a disconnect between health and fitness. And it was my goal from that moment on to bridge health and fitness back together. Give people a reason why they want to work on their health and also look the part. And so I had a studio and I knew I was competing, as I shared with you last week. And at the time I did a novice show in British Columbia and I got first and I got first overall. And then I went to provincials before even knowing much about the sport, to be honest. I went to provincials, I placed there, I went to nationals, and this was boom, 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 boom. And I was changing my body and I was feeling all sorts of ways and I was feeling really good. And I knew I was doing it the healthy, natural way for me, not saying anyone else's ways are wrong, but it was right for me. And then I went to the Arnold's many years ago. I think it was like 2014 or 2015. You had to be accepted to go to the amateur show if you placed top 3 in your own country at a national level. And so I was able to go and I didn't, it's not that I didn't take it seriously, but I was just kind of going for fun. I knew I was getting married right after and most likely going to be working on a baby. And it was really fun. And it was an eye-opener for me thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going from a competition body to being pregnant. And for me, that was, what's going to happen? What's going to happen mentally? How am I going to go through that transition? Is there anything out there that I can use to maintain my fitness, while I'm pregnant? And I started asking a lot of questions to a lot of different people who own companies, who own stores, and they kept on saying to me, I wouldn't suggest using that, even if it was greens. I wouldn't suggest using that. There could be toxic heavy metals. That could be bad for the baby. It was like a constant pattern. And I thought, how come there isn't anything that people who are pregnant can use or that's safe enough to use during pregnancy? And for me, again, knowing that transition was going to be big for me, I wanted to feel good in my body, but I also wanted to make sure that I was very safe for the baby. So I went to my dad, who's a master holistic medicine. He's also a pharmacist. And I said, I'd like to make something. What do you think? And my dad's the type of person who says, you can't do it. And if he says I can't do it, guess what? I'm going to go do it. And he basically said, oh, these are the reasons why it's not going to work, and boom, boom, boom. But I'll set you up with another compounding pharmacist, and you can go give him your idea. So I went to the lab, I got together, my formula, and I said, what I'm really intending to do is create something that works for a reason, has scientific background, has research and robust information about why it works, is safe for pregnancy, is safe for breastfeeding, and is absolutely efficient for anybody and everybody who's wanting to work out and get the best out of not only their physical fitness, but also their skin health. So this is where Dripfit was conceived. Dripfit was conceived right when I found out I was pregnant, because again, I wanted to transition into this new phase of my life in a very different way. And I had a studio at the time, and I was testing out Dripfit with 10 of my clients at the time, who male and female co-ed. They were different levels of athleticism. Some were dragon boaters, some were hockey players, some were moms, and everybody was using it and everybody was falling in love. And I was bringing in new formulas and they didn't know which formula they were getting. And then we had a placebo group as well. We had them send us a review of how they felt, why they felt that way. They used it after the workout for recovery. Anyways, it turned into something I did not expect. I expected to use something for myself. Again, I was a personal trainer. I do hormone testing. I do nutrition. Did I expect to make a product that was going to go worldwide? Absolutely not. It was crazy. I didn't even have an Instagram at the time. And I thought I should really open an Instagram, because more and more people were messaging us. We want to know about this. We're seeing it up here. We're seeing it used here. So I started an Instagram, and all of a sudden, it was like we were getting orders. I'm in BC, and we were getting orders from Ontario, so across Canada. We were getting orders from, the States, which is crazy for us. And then all of a sudden I thought, well, wait a second, people are loving it. People are seeing incredible results. And it wasn't just for the mom. It wasn't just for the bodybuilder, but there was a reason that it worked. And every single ingredient has a reason why it works. And it does not just give you short-term results. It gives you long-term results. And that's what I'm excited to talk about today. So that's where Dripfit, how it started.
Now, I have used this formula. It's not for Dripfit. It was it does almost the same thing. However, it has like a smell that if you put cologne on, it's still loud and it didn't smell right. So I noticed when I started using Dripfit last week, when I put it on, it has this pleasant smell, like green apple. The tropical one smells good. Even the polar ice. Now tell us about that, because you said it's not fragrance. You said it's something that you naturally put into it. So tell us about that.
Yes, so it was really important that we did have an all-natural formula. There had to be no preservatives, no fillers, no dyes, nothing artificial that would be harmful to you or your body. Your skin is your biggest organ, so everything that you do put into it matters, and your skin, when you put something on it, it's absorbed directly into your bloodstream. So fragrance is a no-no for me. It can do a lot of issues hormonally. So we used food grade, pharmaceutical grade, food grade scent. And it is actually food flavoring. So if you have any pets, and you've used Dripfit before, I'm sure your pets have licked it off of your skin, and that's 100% fine. If you're breastfeeding and you're using it in your workout, and then you have to run upstairs to go breastfeed your child, it's fine to be able to be put in your mouth. It doesn't taste good. It smells really good. It doesn't taste good. So by no means am I, wanting you to go try this. That's not the case, but it does smell good. And it's interesting because you said you were using a different formula that, did the same thing, but I would challenge that, because a lot of formulas out there topically, if you look at their ingredients, there is no active ingredient. There isn't a reason why it works other than creating a film on your skin. But Dripfit, very interestingly enough, works inside the body. The active ingredients are absorbed through the skin into the blood and cause a physiological reaction in the body. And that's why it's beyond the sweat. It's not just those short-term water loss goals. It's how to help the body work more efficiently, work more effectively, and recover faster.
Now, I know, like, we talked about, like, if somebody have scars and stuff, something like that, or like if somebody, even if a woman had a baby, what benefits is using Dripfit formula? What does that do for them?
So in terms of scars, so I'll go back to the scars. So we have incredible fatty acid oils that are going to be healthy and hydrating for the skin. I actually just had surgery and I have a new incision. I've been using it every single day as soon as the steri-strips were removed. And I use it also for all of my C-sections. I had 3 C-sections. I used it for all of my C-sections. I had the obstetrician say to me, what are you using? You have no scar at all. And yes, obviously results vary from person to person. And I'm dark, like for me, I have very olive skin. And so my scar went white. You could not see a thing. thing, but it's really important. Again, results may vary. If you have scars, stretch marks, if you have lines, wrinkles, there's natural emollients that help pull up subcutaneous water, that help fill out the skin and tone the skin, tighten the skin, give a look of youthfulness, if you could imagine. And then we have jojoba oil, we have cocoa butter. All of those things are incredibly hydrating as well as nourishing for things like scars. Magnesium and castor oil both help with blood flow. So when you have a scar, often you will form scar tissue. And when there's scar tissue in a specific location, it impedes the amount of blood flow you have. But with our product, it actually increases the circulation. It allows more blood flow to go to it. So it's not only healing the outside and the visibility of it from the environment that we're looking at, it helps it from the inside.
Yes, because I saw a lady on TikTok. She used some and she put it like below her eyes.
Yeah. So again, black lines are all about circulation, right? So if we're increasing circulation, same idea as puffiness. If you're feeling puffiness within your eyes, that magnesium and castor oil are going to be so effective. So it is incredible for skin conditioning. I posted on my Instagram, you can use it literally from morning to night. You wake up, you use it for your skin, you use it for your face. You go into your workout, you use it pre-workout, put it all over the muscles that you're working. Again, it's not just about the sweat, it's about vasodilation. It's about increased blood flow to specific areas that you're working in the gym. Then after your workout, you're so sore, you don't know if you can get up the next day. Well, yeah, you can get up the next day because you put Dripfit on and it helps with circulation, blood flow. It helps with your recovery. Magnesium, because it's a vasodilator, helps those muscles recover faster. And it's an all-around product that is way beyond the sweat. There's over 1,000 uses. I can bet my bottom dollar on that.
Yeah, because I know I was working late night on one day, working in a magazine, and all of a sudden, because I had worked out earlier that day, and I had a cramp in my leg, and it was tight. And I remember what you said in an interview about using Dripfit, and I put it on there, and it helped. It stopped the cramping. So tell us about that benefit.
So again, magnesium being a vasodilator, it increases that blood flow. It will decrease muscle cramps and muscle spasms. I've had moms let me know that instead of using Tylenol, they're using Dripfit on their children who have restless legs. We have clients and customers who have multiple sclerosis, which is causes an issue with circulation throughout the body. They're using it on their feet, on their legs with compression socks that's allowing them to get up and get moving. So whenever you think of muscle spasms, now I know we'll talk a little bit about sit-fit as well, but it can mean you're dehydrated, but it also means that your muscles are craving something. And we don't get the same amount of magnesium as we used to due to soil degradation. And yes, you can get magnesium through foods, 100%. But topical magnesium, again, goes instantly into the area that you're feeling that specific cramp or that muscle spasm, and it's going to relax it. It's almost instant. It's within 1 minute, you will feel that muscle just relax.
Now, tell us, you have some testimonies about, like, some people have skin conditions and they help for their skin conditions. Tell us about that.
So it's really important to me to share that I'm not making any claims. We have had our products third-party tested from an independent research team of pharmacists that came back with incredible results. So that's on one side. What I'm going to share with you right now are real people, real results. And we've only ever shared what they share with us. So there's no claims here. People have been using it on rosacea, on eczema, on psoriasis. In terms of skin conditioning, it is antibacterial, antifungal, and antimicrobial. So a lot of people are hesitant to use a topical product in general because it can clog your pores. This will not clog your pores. This will actually clean your pores. So if you leave it on your skin after your workout, it's not going to make you break out. We've had people use Dripfit on their face who are prone to acne. And not only does it help with the scarring, but it helps clear it up. You know, the saying, it gets worse before it gets better, but if you stay consistent to it, it's unbelievable. One of the people in my original test group at my studio of the main 10, she had horrible eczema on her fingers. And I mean, her cracking was unbelievable. She's on steroids for it. She went to her doctor. She said, do you think that I can use Dripfit? Try to be a part. It wasn't called Dripfit at the time. I think it was called Drench Fit. She said, can I use this formula? I want to be a part of this trial group. And he said, you know, the ingredients look really great. It's clean in the rawest form. You go ahead. And as you know, there's a jar. So you have to put your hand in the jar. Within 2 weeks, she started seeing differences in her hands. Within 4 weeks, her eczema was completely cleared up and the cracking was gone. She could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. I knew it was going to help. I didn't know it was going to be like that. And then from there on, people were using it. And then it's like, one person who has eczema who goes and shares their story with someone else who has eczema. This is life-changing for a lot of people. The same thing with psoriasis. Like, that's incredibly painful. And so if this product can help so many people beyond the workout because of the ingredients that have been chosen, oh my goodness, my life is fulfilled. I'm like so proud. So that's when I say over 1,001 benefits. It's not just about the workout. It will intensify your workout, again, because of science, but it will also just help you overall feel better and look better in your skin.
Now, you have so many great products. Now, let's talk about like the different sizes you have, because you have the 1 ounce. You also have like the sticks as well. Tell us about the different sizes you have.
So we have 3 different sizes. The smallest one is, we call it a mini, and it's just 1 ounce. And then our largest one is 8 ounces. So it's better bang for your buck for sure. And then we have a roll-on as well. The roll-on, I used it this morning and I rolled it on. Some people still roll it on and use their hands to spread it, but all of them have the same formula. It's just however you like to use it. Now, if you're going traveling, the great part about the 1 ounce is you can throw it in your travel bag and you don't have to worry about checking that. And I'm telling you, you want to use this when you go to travel. It not only helps, again, working out, because you're going to want to work out. You're probably going to eat a little bit more when you're on vacation, but you can also use it for skin after the sun. So aftercare for the sun, it's going to rehydrate your skin. And if you don't necessarily use sunscreen and maybe get a burn, it's amazing for sunburns. We have so many testimonials on our page showing the difference of 24 hours between getting a sunburn and then using Dripfit and what happens afterwards.
Nice. Now tell us about SipFit. Tell us about that.
Okay, so a lot of people will say, oh, it's just water weight. You're making people just lose water weight. And I agree. We do have a waistband that does pull out a lot of water. People say, well, as soon as you drink, you're rehydrated again. I totally get that. I understand that science. And when I look at our band, I would say that's the ego part of the entire system. Dripfit itself, the workout intensifier cream, it works within the body and again gives you those long lasting results, helps your muscles go for longer, helps your muscles recover faster. So now knowing that we're making people sweat more, and what I should explain here is, why does it actually make your body sweat? If it doesn't create just a film on your skin, and if it's working within the body, why do I sweat? Sweat is a byproduct of the way that the formula works within the cell. The vasodilation increases the amount of blood that's flowing. Plus then when your body gets hotter, so it increases your core temperature. When your body gets hotter, what happens? As a byproduct, we sweat to cool ourselves off. So it's that increase of core temperature that is really important here to understand how it works. Now, if we make you sweat, the last thing we want to do is for you to feel mentally foggy or get muscle cramps and muscle spasms. And we want to make sure that we give you everything that you depleted throughout your workout. So naturally, you're going to burn up electrolytes. Plus, when you're sweating, you're releasing electrolytes from essential minerals from your sweat. So SipFit was intended to replenish everything that you lost through your workouts. There's 2 intracellular and 2 extracellular electrolytes: magnesium, calcium, sodium, and potassium. And so 2 are working within the cell, 2 are working outside of the cell. And it's giving you everything you need in a therapeutic dose. There's nothing added. There's no BS. There's no preservatives, no dyes, nothing unnatural that could be unsafe for you. It's basically just giving your body what you need to replenish what you lost through your workout. So when people say it's just water loss, we understand the fact that there is water loss, that there are minerals lost, and we're trying to replenish that. But that doesn't take away the long-term lasting results that Dripfit, the workout intensifier, gives.
Now, tell us about the band, because the band works so good. Because I've seen people, like even videos, people pull out the band and all this sweat comes out. And I know if you're shredding for a show, it's perfect for what you want. Tell us about how it's so effective.
The band is so great. I went to go get my eyelashes done, and my eyelash technician, she said, you know what? I said, how are you working out? Like, how's it going? You're still going to spin class? And she said, no, I'm not. And I said, why? She said, because I ran out of Dripfit. And I said, really? She's like, yeah, it's crazy how much better you feel when you're on that bike and you have your workout intensifier, you wrap yourself up in the band, and all of a sudden you come off the bike, there's this crazy waterfall. She's like, that alone is motivation. I said to her, I need to get you to record that for me, because that's freaking amazing. But that's what it is. Honestly, there's so much excitement around the band. And like I said, it's the ego part. It is going to pull out tons of water. So pre-show, it's amazing for people who are in their prep. It's amazing for people who are going to go into a photo shoot. It's amazing for people who are traveling and have water retention. There's so many benefits as to why you would use the band. We have the thinnest neoprene available, and it basically works on your skin. It allows for better absorption of the cream, having the band around. Plus the band alone, it will increase your core temperature. So with the cream increasing your core temperature, the band increasing your core temperature, overall, you're going to be sweating more. And we have the waistband, which is amazing for obviously the ab area. Then we have armbands, leg bands, for your thighs. We have a core support band as well for those people who are either heavy lifting or have any issues with their low back. Very interestingly enough, lash technicians, again, going back into nurses, doctors, tons of them are wearing the core support band who are up and down or leaning forward, massage therapists, because it does have the lumbar support, plus it is a different type of neoprene, and it's great just for that extra core stability. Not saying that you have to rely on that, because we definitely want to be working our core and strengthening those muscles, but it does certainly help in certain workouts and in certain careers, of course. But my favorite and the OG, the originals of Dripfit, was the band and the cream. And the idea was, wrap yourself up, get sweaty, and have an amazing time. Take it off. You're going to see a crazy waterfall. I just posted up a reel today, and one of the other side effects is the sweat will go into your pants, and so we're making pee pants cool again. So it looks like you peed, but you're chasing that waterfall every time that you show up to the gym. You're thinking, how much more can I sweat? You don't need the band. The cream has the magic in it. The cream has the science, but paired up together, it gives you amazing results.
Now, what about the thigh band and the arm band? Did you get the same amount of water that comes out of your body as the sweatband for your waist?
Yeah, so it's it's the same neoprene that we use, and we have had so many people share their stories about how much is actually coming out of their body. And again, there's a lot of ladies who are concerned with cellulite, and we always talk about, exercising isn't necessarily going to help with your cellulite, but detoxification is, and a great way to detox is through your sweat. I was in the infrared sauna this morning. The infrared sauna works very similarly to Dripfit. It works within the body. It heats up the inside of the body, and then it turns out into heat outside of the body. Same thing as a convection oven, right? So it's not heating on the outside going in, it's heating on the inside going out. So when you're using castor oil, it has been widely used in ancient Chinese medicine for decades, for years, for thousands and thousands of years, for centuries, I should say, not decades. And it helps with lymphatic drainage. So it actually helps take the toxins, move the toxins, shuttle the toxins to the liver so the liver can expel it from the body. And that's how you really start to break up cellulite. So one of the things I love to do is put the Dripfit on, the castor oil's at work, the magnesium's at work. You wrap up in your thigh bands or your arm bands, and again, increase the amount that you're sweating in that area.
Now, tell me about your MCT and collagen. Tell me about that product. What benefits does that have?
So that's a newer product of ours. We've only had it for a year, and it's MCT and collagen. MCT are medium chain triglycerides. They're extremely beneficial fats for your brain, so it's great for brain functioning. And collagen, everybody knows how beneficial collagen is for your muscles, for your joints, for your ligaments, just overall aging process. And taken orally is very effective as well. It tastes fabulous. The reason why our formula is different than most formulas out there, we don't just have MCT and collagen, we also have our electrolytes in there. So if you're interested in electrolytes, which is our SitFit, again, that's the 2 intracellular and 2 extracellular, help replenish what you've lost through your workouts, help you think more clearly, help you recover faster. That's in that formula. So if you want to have a drink in the morning that's maybe a little bit healthier than coffee, less stimulating, we have our chocolate mocha, and we also have vanilla. Plus, it's going to give you just a rush of nutrition. It has protein, fats, and carbs, very low in carbs. There's no added sugars in it at all. Again, there's nothing that you shouldn't have in there. There is sucralose, so if you have any issues with sucralose, that we are going to be changing out. We've been doing some testing behind the scenes, though many people don't care. I use sucralose all the time, but a lot of people do mind it, but the taste is fantastic. Plus, again, it's giving you an incredible dose of macronutrients that we all need to start off our day on the right foot.
Nice. Now, as far as Dripfit, what is your most popular ones? Like what is it? Green apple? Is it tropical? Like what the women and the men? Which one's the most popular ones?
So for our men, I would say that lemon and polar ice or peppermint are absolute most popular. So lemon is the very first one that we ever did, and it's very subtle because it's food grade. When you put it on your skin, you will smell it, but it will dissipate. So you won't keep that smell throughout the day. If you're using it as a lotion throughout the day, you will still smell it, but if you're using it at the gym, you won't. So lemon and polar ice. Polar ice is like a wintergreen. Double mint gum. Have you ever chewed double mint gum? So it's very similar to that smell. It's like sometimes you smell, or like lifesavers, those green lifesavers. So that's really good. And then for females, we have something called cinnamon vanilla latte. It's very fall and it smells like cinnamon and vanilla. It's very subtle. And then I would say our number one like go-to is tropical splash. Tropical paradise. Tropical paradise is so, when you smell it, you just feel like you're on the beach. It's the best smelling thing. And we actually have a sit fit called Tropical Splash because people were so obsessed with the Dripfit Tropical Paradise. They were like, I want to eat this. So we actually took the exact formula and turned it into something that was ingestible with our sit fit line. So it's the exact same. The smell goes into the taste. So if you're a tropical kind of person, this is definitely the duo for you.
Nice. Now, I noticed that the peppermint and the polar ice sell out real fast.
They do.
Those gotta be the hot ones. Because I even tried to get my hands on it. I was like, man, it's gone.
Yeah, so we are going to be doing something really special for November. And so one of those scents is going to be coming back. Polar ice was a limited time for us for the holidays. And so many people do love it so much. So you might see it here soon coming back. It might look a little bit different, but it still smells the same, and it's going to be for a great cause. We're all about giving back to the communities. We're believe highly in doing fundraising initiatives, and October is Breast Cancer Month. We are going to be coming out with a new product specifically for breast cancer support. And then November, of course, November, we're going to be coming out with something. I can't tell the details, but I am giving too much already.
Now, tell us about the booty bands. Because I was looking at it. Does it work the same as what makes it unique? Because I think in the package, 3 of them come in the package versus 1. Because I was looking at it like intensity versus intensity wise.
Yeah.
That's about.
Yeah, so during COVID, a lot of people's training changed. And our biggest slogan was training changes, results don't have to. So just because you don't have a gym or just because you don't have access to the machines that you're normally used to, that doesn't mean that you have to neglect your training. It doesn't mean that your results need to be negotiated. So what we did, having a personal training background, of course, which I've been doing for 17 years, I thought, you know what, we're going to come out with some things, some accessories that people can have the best workout at home that's going to help them really stay focused because a lot of people during COVID lost motivation, they lost inspiration, they just felt disconnected to their why and to their goals. And so I wanted to bridge that gap too, saying, no, don't let yourself go. Don't let yourself, forget about why you're doing what you're doing. So our booty bands were a part of our COVID release, I guess you could say. And there are 3 different resistance types. We have the smallest band, which is the black one, is pretty heavy. It's pretty hard. You have to work up to that. Most people have to work up to that. But it is really great because there are the 3 different resistance that you can do different exercises and still have that intensity. We also came up with a yoga mat, and the yoga mat has agility squares. So we are encouraging people to do plyometrics as well as form and corrective exercise. So that's one of the things I do is corrective exercise and post-injury rehab. So one of the things with our mat is that it has lines on it. So if you go to do a lunge, your feet are lined up. If you go to do a squat, you know that your knees and your feet are lined up. If you're going to do a push-up, you know that your hands look the exact same. That makes a big difference. So that's a part of our workout accessories, and you can see those on dripfit.ca.
Now, Michelle, she said Dripfit helped me with my dark spots on my back. 10-year vascular, a fungal infection, and 2 weeks disappearing using the Dripfit daily. And she said she loves the polar ice.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing what we hear people using it for. And certain, like I said, I had intent with every ingredient that I chose, and I was very hopeful, but my eyes have been widened so much to see real people with real results sharing their stories just like that, and things I would have never anticipated. I did think that Dripfit was going to be a product that I used during my pregnancy and that I used at my studio, and never did I anticipate being on this podcast with you or being able, we have 120 ambassadors worldwide. Like I didn't expect it to be here, but it's not because of me. It's because of the product. It's because of the product and because of the people. We call it a family. We truly have the most incredibly supportive squad. And it's because of the people who are sharing their stories and sharing their successes and sharing their results. It's an incredible domino. So if you have used it, please share with us. Let me know how it's helped you. If you haven't used it, I hope that this podcast has answered some of your questions. And if it hasn't, make sure you reach out. When in doubt, reach out. I'm always on my Instagram. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. But that doesn't mean we're ending. I mean, it might be, but.
Now, do you have like a lot more Dripfit products to be coming out in the future? Like as far as like the different scents and everything else, or other products y'all looking at in the future?
So we like to keep it interesting, is what I'll say. And we always like to bring new flavors onto our roster. And so I always ask for people's feedback, and I truly do take it to our HQ, our headquarters. And so if anybody is looking or interested in different scents, let me know. We're always open. Same thing with Dripfit. If there's any flavors that you want us to test out, it's all about testing it out. And, we used to have butterscotch that we no longer have. Like, we do bring things out and then we replace them with new ones. We're actually going to be selling out of green apple to make room for something else. So yes, keep your eyes and ears peeled. There will be something hopefully coming out by the summertime. I'm not allowed to say, but again, October, we are going to be launching something special for breast cancer. I just actually had genetic testing done, and I have a genetic mutation that is very high risk for breast and ovarian cancer. So this is really meaningful to me. We do something every year, but this year even more so is meaningful to me. So when you support us at Dripfit, it's supporting a greater cause. We have a mission, and we're part of a movement where we're trying to help people not only feel and look good, but help people be a part of something that's creating change in the world, showcasing that there's community, that there's support. So anytime that we do bring out a new product, there's a reason why we bring it out. It's not just, for fun. Same thing going into November. It's all for a cause. So when you support us, again, you're supporting the greater good of our community, of the people around you, the people who you love.
Now, can people volunteer to be a test subject? Like if they want to try some of your product that hasn't come out yet, can they volunteer? Or is there a way they can do that?
So we have done that before. Yeah, we have had some groups of people with our booty bands, for instance. There was a big challenge that we put on, and it was a secret product. Nobody knew what it was, and people who signed up for that challenge got it in the mail, and then they did their entire month. Then we got to get real people's real reviews. So yes, there is the opportunity of that. I'm not sure if it will be for a new scent, but inquire. If you are interested, let us know.
How do they go about inquiring? Do they send you an email? Do they go to the website, or where do they go about that?
Yeah, so the best place to keep in touch is joining our newsletter. If you join our newsletter, you will get exclusive deals and promos and information about upcoming launches. And then, of course, we work with partners across the globe too. Can I share right now about you?
You can share.
Okay. We're so excited to be collaborating even more on a greater level with Getting Magazine, and they're going to be wholesaling our products. So if you are interested and you're local to them, they will be able to fill your order of Dripfit. And this is so super cool because it's going to be easy for you to access. It's going to be cheaper for shipping because we're up in Canada. And it's just going to be amazing because you're supporting a local business. And that's what we're all about is we're building each other up. I always say there's room for us all at the top. Grab hand in hand. Let's rise to the top. So I'm excited for that. And then we also are going to be offering you guys, whoever's on this call, we're going to be offering you 15% on our site right now for 48 hours only, and it's GETEM15, so GETEM 15, and that's going to give you 15% off, and then free shipping over $100. So if you want to test out the product, this is the best way to test it out, and then if you want to get it replenished, boom, you head over locally and you pick it up. So that's super exciting.
And you can also check out Dripfit. They're going to be in our model issue releasing soon. And we got one other announcement. The Get a Magazine, people asking about what's the special announcement. So Get a Magazine used to be 8.5 by 5.5. So now we're going to go on bigger. It's 8.5 by 11. So it'll be a whole bigger magazine, starting with the model issues releasing soon.
Ooh, congratulations. That's huge. Way to go. Growth all around. We got to celebrate each other, right? That's amazing.
So let's see if anybody got any questions. Don't see any questions. All right, okay. Then.
Well, I want to let everybody know that we're going to be doing a giveaway. And before we go, we don't want to forget about that. So first of all, I'm beyond blessed and incredibly humbled that I was invited on behalf of Dripfit, to be a part of this podcast. I'm so excited to see the sky's the limit for this future partnership and collaboration. I'm beyond grateful for Eric and Isaac and all of the people who have helped this become something and come to fruition. And so we wanted to share with you guys, we're going to do a massive giveaway. We have our Glow Up Anti-Aging Wipes. I know we didn't talk about them here, but they are all natural, 100% all naturally derived. They are fantastic. There's collagen, peptides, CoQ10, green tea extract. If you're using Dripfit on your skin, and so you don't have time to shower after, you can just use it on your skin, on your arms, on your face, absolutely everything. I use it every single night. It's the only thing with Dripfit that I use on my skin. And so we're going to be giving a pack of those away. That's a 30-day supply. We're going to be giving a mini away. So a 1 ounce, you get to choose whichever scent you want, whoever wins. And then we're going to be giving away a pair of booty bands and a few added extras. We're going to get your sizing and get you some swag as well, whether you're a man or a woman. We're going to get you some swag. So all you have to do is, if you have tuned in here, post on social media and make sure to tag at drip_fit and Get a Magazine. You have to have us both tagged and share something that you learned today, or share an aha moment, share something that you felt was intriguing about this session. And then when we get all of the people's entries within 48 hours, we are going to announce the winner. And then we'll reach out to you specifically to get all of your sizing, all of your details, and you will be sent out this incredible prize package. So it's a pretty easy ask. Just make sure we're both tagged and share what you learned today. If you're excited, if you're pumped to try it, if you've never tried it, or if you have tried it and what you love, and then we will announce the winner.
Nice. Michelle says she loved the wipes. ESP in the morning, and she's so gracious always.
Thank you, Michelle. Yes, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. So again, if you wanted to sign up for our newsletter, it's in our link in our bio on our Instagram at drip_fit. And then you can also use the messages there, and I will be there. So if you have any questions, you can ask in there. If you just want to connect about your experiences, I'm very happy to talk to you and to feature you if you have anything really exciting that you'd like to share with the community. And otherwise, thank you so much for having me and for allowing me to speak about this amazing product. I hope that you guys are ready to get sweaty. If you haven't used Dripfit and you use it in your workouts, it's going to intensify the workouts. It's going to make you feel stronger. It's going to help you go for longer. It's going to help you recover faster, and it's going to make you sweat like crazy. So what's there not to try?
Until next time, get them. And we want to thank you, Dripfit, and everything for joining us for today's podcast. And a lot of people are waiting for this show, so we're glad that they was able to be on the show with us. And we look forward to hearing from them again soon.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Powered by Riverside.